I'd like to do you all a song tonight that is my all-time favorite Conway Twitty song. As a matter of fact, just this past week, went in the studio and finished recording the music to the new CD that I'm putting out. It's called Me and Conway.
Oh, yeah.
And we're looking at dropping it on the street about the first couple of weeks of November. When Conway went in the studio and recorded this song, as soon as he walked out and finished his vocals, the band, the background singers, the orchestra, they stood up right there in the studio and gave him a standing ovation. I ain't telling you that because I want one, because keep your seat, I know you're warm where you at. I'm telling you that because that's a rare thing to happen for a singer. And I'm honored to sing this song tonight. I can hear the wind blowing in my mind, just the way it used to sound in the Georgia pines. You were there to answer when I called. You and me, we had it all. Remember when I used to touch your hair while reaching for a feeling that was always there. You were the best thing in my life I can recall. You and me, we had it all. I know that we can never live those times again, so your memory takes me back where it all began, and I stay there with you just as long as I can. Oh, it was so good. Oh, it was so good. Oh, it was so good when I was your man. I'll never stop believing in your smile. And even though you couldn't stay, it was all worthwhile. You were the best thing in my life I can recall. You and me, we had it all. Times again, so your memory takes me back where it all began, and I'll stay there with you just as long as I can. Oh, it was so good. Oh, it was so good. Oh, it was so good when I was your man. Thank you all for making the video for this song. #1 for 9 weeks in a row.
One thing.
I wasn't put here on this earth to work like I do all week, and I don't live to punch that clock and come home and eat and sleep. I was made for something more, and God's made it pretty clear. I'm only here for one thing, and one thing only: love you and keep you from ever getting lonely. To be your rock that never rolls, hold your body, touch your soul, and feel your every need. I'm only here for one thing. How many men walk through this life and never even know the reason they're alive? When then it's time to go, well, I don't ever have to wonder, 'cause maybe when you're near, I know I'm one thing, and one thing only: love you and keep you from ever getting lonely. To be your rock that never rolls, hold your body, touch your soul, and feel your every need. I'm only here for one thing. One thing only: love you and keep you from ever getting lonely. To be your rock that never rolls, hold your body, touch your soul, feel your every need. I'm only here for one thing. I'm only here for one thing. Excuse me. Thank you all. Before we go any further, I'd like to introduce the rest of this band up here to you. Over here on lead guitar, this guy actually drove down about 20 years ago when I lived in Little Rock, Arkansas. Came down and played lead guitar for me one night. Incredible guitar player. He just don't like bad weather. He happens to be from Canada. And while we were getting ready, I think we were getting ready to go play music that night, wasn't we? All the tornado sirens and stuff started going off. And we all huddled up and we got to looking for him, and he was in the closet. And that was before I knew you were supposed to even go in one. So I made fun of him, and over the years, now every time bad weather happens, I wind up in the closet. But God bless him and me both for coming out of the closet.
All day,
I've been waiting all day to say that. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rod Jansen. Back here on the drums. This is our first time playing music together. And most of you who know us know Wesley Pryor as the Good People drummer. Yeah. And he called me about a week ago and he said, man, Jeff, I ain't gonna be able to play. I said, well, all right, you're just going to find somebody that can play good as you. He said, my brother can play good as me, and he probably hits harder than I do. Wesley hits like an atomic bomb. And I said, well, I gotta see this. And he hit. Hey, you hit harder than Wesley. Y'all give it up for Wesley's brother, Jeff Pryor. You're gonna notice a recurring theme up here on stage tonight, and I really like it. And you'll see why in just a minute. Back here on the keyboard, hey, why don't you step around here so people can take a look at you? That's far enough. On keyboard, one of my all-time favorite piano players in the world, Mr. Jeff Hazard. And I love his name, don't y'all? There's 3 Jeffs up here on stage. And over here on bass guitar. He's been playing with me, playing music with me for a long time.
Speaking of the closet, all right.
We're off of that now. Y'all please give it up for one of my favorite bass players and a really great songwriter, Mr. Jeff Johnson. No, it's Mark Johnson. And I'd also like to say thank you to this sound company here, the wonderful sound company. These guys have been up against it today because my understanding is it flooded here last night, came a big storm. And they've had a lot of obstacles to overcome. Is it overcome or come over? But y'all give it up for the sound company. They happening, ain't it? Now, I got this song I want to sing for you. This is a brand new. If you hadn't been to our website yet, you need to go check it out because we got this thing happening called Jeff Bates Songwriter Series, and we started this back in February, or January actually, and this was last month's Songwriter Song of the Month, and you can order them on our website or you can download them on iTunes, or you can get all of them on CD right over here at the table. Just go see Melissa.